Welcome to today's video, guys. Well, we saw the intro and you must have been thinking, damn, was that really Igneous hammer that he was using in that gameplay? And yes, it was, but here's the thing. Look at that stability. That's what this video is all about. Of course, Elemental Capacitor has been added to the Igneous hammer. And you know, if you use it on an arc-based subclass, you get almost max handling. But check my rollout though. I am obviously a Void Titan main, so when you're on Void you get extra stability with the Elemental Capacitor, and well, you can see what I've got here. We've got Chambered Compensator, which increases the stability. We've got Ricochet Rounds that increases the stability. We've got a Stability Masterwork that increases the stability, and we have Adept Stability that increases the stability, leaving you with 96 stability on this Igneous hammer. Absolutely nutty. This is something real nice. Speaking of real nice, how about you like this video? That would be really nice. Like my boy Ray said in the previous video, I need to stop begging for likes and subs. I am a grown man and I should have some respect for myself, but I guess I just don't have any, man. Like this video for your boy, I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe, damn it. The thing, this is obviously pretty unprecedented, right? 96 stability on a hand cannon that is an aggressive frame, high impact, heavy hitting, low handling, low stability archetype, right? Igneous hammer's always been something of an anomaly in the sense that its base stats have always been very healthy, and honestly have always kind of looked more like a 140's base stats, basically. You know, it's always been a very good gun. Now, they changed the perk pool this season for all the trials weapons, Igneous hammer no exception. In fact, I just very recently did a video on another perk that rolls on Igneous hammer now called Encore. Unfortunately, I wasn't lucky enough to get that perk on this roll. If I had Encore, as well as Elemental Capacitor and all the other perks that I have, oh boy. Basically, there are 3 perks you really want to look out for in that first column: Rapid Hit, Killing Wind, and Encore. Now, you get any of those 3 perks, and then you get Elemental Capacitor, and then you play on a Void-based subclass. And on top of that, you basically want stability perks on the weapon. So you need Polygonal or Chambered, something like that. And obviously you want Ricochet Rounds and Stability Masterwork. You get all of those things together, and I'm telling you, this gun is going to be something else. It is just absolutely nutty how stable this thing is. Obviously, it's got 96 stability. So here's the thing, right? 120 RPM hand cannons, if you're going to use one, whether they're meta or they're just kind of good like they are now, but they're not like absolutely insane, you always kind of want to pace your shots with these. You know, you want to steady your aim, you want to let the weapon reset, let that recoil animation reset, and take your shot. Nice and calm, nice and steady, nice and slow. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be rushing, you don't want to be spamming. But 96 stability really changes that. What it's essentially doing is making that reset on the weapon's recoil almost instant. So as soon as you shoot a shot, you can shoot another one, and your stability is going to be super high. So even though it's a 120 and not a 140, like, I am spamming this thing at people, and the recoil's resetting so nicely that it's just, you know, an absolute breeze to handle this weapon. I did crunch some numbers a little bit, and I found that the effective range on this weapon before it started to fall off was something around 37 meters. 37 meters was what my testing gave me, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the same amount of range that a max range rangefinder Palindrome can have. So obviously Palindrome shoots faster, and it basically has the same range. So, you know, kind of a no-brainer to use Palindrome. But that's where I want to talk about the benefits of a 120 RPM versus a 140 RPM. So obviously a 140 requires you to hit 3 headshots to get a kill, doing 70 per crit. 120s hit 80 per crit and 50 to the body, meaning that you only need to hit 2 crits and 1 body, and you will get the kill at any resilience. It doesn't matter, they will go down. So you don't need to hit as many crits as you do with the Palindrome, and that can make all the difference in a gunfight, in my opinion. And also, the higher damage also means you'll be hitting 3 taps further out with this than you will with a Palindrome, even a max range rangefinder Palindrome, because when you start getting into those fall off ranges, Palindrome's going to start hitting 50s, whereas the Igneous is going to still be hitting like 60, 65. So there are some advantages. And obviously it's very easy to instantly dismiss 120s in this current meta, because obviously 140s are better. I'm not saying that the Palindrome, or sorry, that this is better than a Palindrome, I'm not, but I'm just saying it's really good in its own right, regardless of whether it's the best or meta or not. I really do feel like Dire Promise and Palindrome are the best hand cannons, and the Time Lost Fatebringer's up there as well. They are the best hand cannons in the game, but this feels so good. Having 96 stability, loads of range, high damage, without the requirement for 3 crits. So when you combine having loads of stability with an, not a need for 100% crit ratio, what does that mean? It basically means consistency. A lot of consistency with this gun compared to others. If your shot's not on point and you don't hit your 3 crits every time with a 140, you're not going to be getting 3 taps. With this bad boy, you're not going to have that problem. It's just the definition, my friends, of buttery smooth is this gun. It is absolute butter. It feels bizarre to use a gun that you know is not supposed to have this much stability, but it does. Because I can't think of a single other high impact weapon of any archetype that can roll this much stability. Maybe the Messenger Adept is probably the only exception, and it really does show the value of Adept weapons now. And obviously with them making trials a lot more accessible, if you haven't gone flawless, like, think of this gun as a real reason to get in there and play some trials, because look man, the Adept mods plus the Adept masterwork really take some of these guns into uncharted territory, and I really do feel like this is uncharted territory for a hand cannon, a high impact hand cannon to have this much stability. You can get basically the same amount of stability on this as you can on a palindrome. Obviously you would need to do a Grandmaster Nightfall and get Adept stability and all of that stuff, and you could probably have like, I think you can have like 96, 97, even 98 stability on a pally. So if you were to get like a max stability pally with rangefinder, I think you could really be making a massive argument for that. But you can see, man, I get a damage buff with this weapon, and what am I doing? I am absolutely 2-tapping the hell out of them. Big damage, big plays. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. And before we sign off, I do want to give a quick plug to my sponsors, Battle Beaver Customs. They make the best custom controllers on the market. They have custom PS5 controllers available. Code DFP for 10% off. Get your hands on one before they sell out. Much love, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Also, I'm live on Twitch right now playing with my viewers in Iron Banner. So if you want to come over to the Twitch channel and say hi, I would really like that as well. Much love. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you haven't hit subscribe yet as well, consider doing so. Much love. Peace out.